Step number 7 is the wealth formula, and that is about long-term investing. And we'll teach you that in the next section. But you need to put money away every month. You need to put money away every month, have it go up in value, and do that over time. That's the wealth formula. And if you'll do that, you'll be wealthy. So that's why we do that, and that's why we give out financial rewards, and that's why we do stock, because that's the hardest thing for most people to do. The one thing every adult agrees on is they wish they would have started investing at an earlier age. That's the big problem. So let's go solve that problem. So that's mission number 2. Mission number 3 is to create a platform for you and your family that you can go through these wonderful classes and earn points and earn stock and make it competitive and fun. We want it to be competitive. We want it to be fun. And you can do this as a school or a church or a charity or an organization. Our goal is to have 100,000 students. Why? Because we want to affect and improve people's lives. 1 million hours of online classes. That's our goal. And we want 10,000 of you to start investing. We've got 3,000 of you so far, and we want to increase that. But today we're celebrating a milestone. We hit 22,148 students worldwide that we have that are part of the foundation. And you've been online this week for 286 hours. How do we measure our success at the foundation? One is by hours. You learn, you earn, and you return. 3 things: learn, earn, and return. So you need to learn. Warren Buffett spends 5 to 6 hours a day studying and reading. He's 94. He's compounding his knowledge. You got to learn. Number 2, you got to earn. You got to figure out how to do the 7 steps, the 7 habits that will make you wealthy and to help you have a better life. You got to do those 2 things, and you got to return. You got to help others. It's a spiritual law. It's a business law, but it's step number 3 of the 7. It's the 3rd habit that you have to do. So congratulations. We're excited for you. You've been online for 168,000 hours, 171 hours new this week. And here's the top enrollers. So Daryl's crushing it. I love it when he beats me, but I'm not too far behind. He enrolled 19 people this week. How do you help someone? Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach him how to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. But if you can teach him how to teach, you can change a whole generation. Well, that's what we're doing. So we're teaching you how to share. We're teaching you how to teach. You know what? And you don't have to teach. You just have to share and then encourage and help people get started by learning, earning, and returning. That's how we make the world a better place. So I want to congratulate every one of you top enrollers. Every one of you have a link. Every one of you have a link. When you log in, just go under your name, pull it down there, and get your link. You can go to share, you can go to start and home, and then go from there, and then pull that down to worldwide, and then you can share your link there as well. The only way that we can truly change and improve a person's life is to have them learn, earn, and return. Those 3 things. And that's what we do at the foundation. But I want to congratulate every one of you. Apple Joy, Serene Johnson, Christina, Lovely, Brian, Ryan, Manly, I'm not sure how to say that, Mr. Jackson or Miss Jackson, and Robert and Minnie. So far, you guys are the top enrollers for the week. The only way that we can help someone is to help them to learn, earn, and return. So that's why we do what we do. Top enrollers over the last 7 days. So you can see, here's everybody, but here's the coolest part about this chart right here. You can see Daryl added 19 new people this week. So we look at everything on a weekly basis and an all-time basis. But as you go over that far corner, he and Medi together, 5,000 hours of student going and learning. So the people they've enrolled 582 people. And of those people, 5,000 hours. Now, half of the people that get a membership go to their first class. The average student spends about 20 hours online if they'll watch the first video. If they'll watch the first video and get started. If they don't, zip, zuck, buckus. Boy, and he's doing really well. Look at all of you guys that are on here. And you can see on the left-hand side, it's got your rank. So all the advanced students have to compete with each other. The rookies have to compete with each other, and so forth. But this is the big picture. But guess what? If you're on this list, you're on that list, congratulations. You earned some Buffett bucks. You earn some Buffett bucks because my goal is to give away this stock. My goal is to give away our Warren Buffett stock and help you to have a better life. And we know that you need to do that. You need to do your long-term investing. The wealth formula, step number 7, begin with the end in mind. The end is you need to put money away every month from your job, your business, your real estate every month. Then you have to have it go up in value. You can't just shove it in the bank because the bank's not going to pay you anything. You got to get it working for you. And you do that over time. And that equals wealth. So congratulations to every one of you that's on this list. You're making a difference in people's lives. That's why we're here. Now you can see we've put this into rookies. So the rookies are just getting started. You can see they've got 5 or less people that they've enrolled. Then you can go up to the beginners, the intermediates, and the advanced. So you get to compete with other people in your like-minded area. So you're not competing with Daryl and me, who's been doing this for a while. We're in the advanced group. But the rookies, Applejoy and Brian, the Jacksons, Minnie, Malin, and Robert. I'm just going to call you Bick. There's Bick right there. Congratulations, you're making a difference. It doesn't matter how many you've done. What it matters is that you're doing it. That's key. All right, top influencers. What's an influencer? Well, an influencer is someone that enrolls someone and then helps them enroll someone. That's an influencer. An enroller is whoever enrolled them. The influencer is the person who enrolled somebody and then helped them enroll other people. This is how we make a difference. And you can see Daryl's got 33 active that happened this week. He's got 33 people that he enrolled that had done something this week. 19 hours just for those groups right there. And you can see that we do this on a 2-tiered basis. Why? Because your job is to enroll people and then become an influencer. And influencer them for good. You're influencing your family for good or bad just by the actions you take. Our goal is to help you so you can help them. Christina is on here. Ethan, Angela, Ludivinia, Rosemary, Audrey. Audrey, wow, nice job, Audrey. Jessa, Juliet, and Johan. Good job. You're making this happen. You're changing lives. You're making it better. There's a zillion, million things that are happening. Everybody's trying to advertise to you. Everybody's trying to take your money. Your job is to learn, earn, and return. This is how we do it. Top influencers all time. This is one of the coolest things that we can look at. There's Johnson right there. Look at all else that he's done over time. He's enrolled 796 students. Those students enrolled another 476 students over on the far right. Daryl, right behind him. You can see there's your different ranks on there. We sort it in different fun ways. But you may have only enrolled a handful. There's Ethan. Ethan right there, 3rd place. He enrolled 35 people. He's enrolled 35 people. But guess what? 2 of them were Johnson and Daryl. So even though he enrolled 35 people, he got 2 of them that went crazy and did a bunch of stuff that have done a lot of stuff. So that's why his total hours is 5,300 hours between his 1st and 2nd level. Now, why do we do this? Because competition is fun. Life's a game and games are fun. So let's have some fun with this. We're not curing cancer. We're just having fun. And this is how we give money away. So congratulations to each one of you. That's awesome. All right. We've given out over $136,000 to students all over the world. We got 3,000 of you that have started saving, investing that we know of. You don't have to tell us, and when we give you money, we're just giving you money. It's your job to take it from there and to invest it. And we're going to teach you the simplicity of that. We don't gamble. We don't day trade. We don't do any of that crap. We just do long-term investing. The 500 biggest companies in America and Warren Buffett stock. Those are the 2 that I'm going to recommend that you do. Now, you can take 10% of that money and do whatever you want with it. You can do whatever you want with your money. But when I give you money, I'm going to ask you to do what I want you to do. But I want you to keep adding there. We've given over $1.5 million to different schools, churches, charities, groups, and teams and organizations because that is mission number 2 and 3. Well, it's all 3 missions. It's really all 3 missions. This is how you do it. And the stuff I'm teaching is not pie in the sky. I'm 65. I've been doing this for 50 years. I'm not smarter than you. I'm just more experienced. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. And I've got all these wonderful best-selling authors, educators, and entrepreneurs that are part of the foundation that love what you do, and they're cheering you on. and they're part of the foundation and they're making it happen as well. Individual hours, learn, earn, and return. You can see there's our top people that went to class. You got to go to class. You got to learn. But it just starts there. You got to learn, then you got to earn, and you got to return. Those three things. You can do all three things in your lifetime. You can do all three of those things. I'm 65 and a half. I'm in the fourth quarter of my life. I hope I get overtime. I got to get busy. My young programmers, Ethan and Josh and Jacob and those guys, they're basically in their first quarter. Maybe barely in the second quarter. Well, I'm in my fourth quarter. My job is to get rid of this money before I die. My kids are taken care of, so I've put $3 million into the foundation. My goal is to give you that stock. And more importantly, teach you how to do it. And more importantly, have you do it. You'll notice that some of the stuff we do, we could make it simpler. When we give you money, we could invest it for you. But that's not teaching you the habit. Everything we do is to help you create a habit. If you want to be successful, you do things that create habits. Successful people are habits. Success and money habits. What are the habits over a long period of time? That's what people do, and that's the people that are successful. Okay, categories. We want to talk a little bit about this one. This is kind of a fun one too. So not only do you, when you enroll somebody, they're part of your group. They're part of your group. When you enroll somebody, it's your job now to be their cheerleader. It's your job to be their supporter. It's your job to help them get on that road. So when you enroll somebody, you go to the leaderboard, you can pull up your name, and you can see everybody you've enrolled and how many hours they've got in the last 24 hours, the last 7 hours, the last 7 days, the last 30 days, and all time. Your job is to help them to get to their next level. So they can do that. They're all part of, and everybody, when you enroll somebody, they're part of your group. Your job is to help them. Now, in addition to that, we have these really fun groups. They're organized groups. And you can see that we have high schools there. Number 4, we've got some high schools. We've got some SAM groups, Success and Money groups, which are small groups, church groups. We created, Ethan, this techno wizard yesterday, created these incredible boards, leaderboards we're going to show you next week. So we get all these high schools competing with each other. Inside the high school, the grades compete with each other. Inside the grades, all the students compete with each other who compete with everybody around the world at the same time. This is cool stuff. I was just blown away by these leaderboards that he created yesterday. And we're going to roll that out next week. It's coming out. It's going to be so much fun. Church groups. We have all kinds of church groups that are helping each other. And so you can be a church group. You can be anything. A college. You can be a SAM group, a Success and Money group, which is just your smaller group. So when you enroll somebody, they're part of your group. Awesome. Number 2, if you want to create and be part of a second group, an organized group, then you can be part of this organized group. So you got a category. What are you? Well, I'm a high school. I'm a church. I'm a university, whatever you are. Then number 2 is, what are you? What's the name of your organization? And then number 3 is the subgroups. And we're going to show you that next week. Okay, so this is the organizations right here. So the category, so you can see HS is a high school. So our top organization happens to be a high school. They've got 280 students, but guess what? They've been online for 3,000 hours all time. And in the last 7 days, 29 of them spent 17 hours online. They're doing it. Mabuhay Foundation, massive organization that's helped so much, you know. You can see number 4 is a church. CH is a church. Number 7, the HS is a high school. This is how it works. Now, this is the organization. That's the second tier. The third tier is the subgroup. So the grades, the young men versus young women, whatever you want, the band, the drama, whatever you want that third one to be. And we're going to launch that next week because I'm so excited to show that off to you. All right, top enrollers whose students watch the Share the Wealth and Win. We know by math that if you'll watch the first video or a video, then the average student spends 20 hours online. Some students spend 400. Some students spend a lot less than that. But if you don't watch that first video, you're out. But guess we can't help you. We're going to give this investment money to somebody else. So these are the influencers. These are the enrollers. You can see Apple Joy, and we do these by alphabetical. She did 3 people. She enrolled 3 people, and guess what? She got them to watch that first video. She just earned $10. She just earned $30 herself in her investment account. And each of these guys all earn $10 each. So number 1, 2, and 3, they all earn $10 each. So as a foundation, we just gave away $60. We put $3 million into it. We've already gone through about 600,000 of it in building stuff and creating, giving money away and all this other stuff. But that money keeps growing because it's in Berkshire Hathaway stock. You can see we've got the next big group. There's Johnson. You wonder why Johnson's one of the top guys, one of the top dogs? Well, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 people that watch the Show the Wealth and Win video. If they watch the first video, then they earn their first $10 and we can get them going in their investment account. But if you don't watch the first video, then that doesn't help you. If you want to get somebody successful, have them watch the first video. Get them going. That's how you do it. Okay, here 41 people. So we're doing an awful lot of marketing ourselves. Ethan is this marketing wizard. He and Joshua, all these wonderful graphics, that's Josh. Ethan, if all the math and everything else, the technology, that's Ethan. 2 young guys that are in the first quarter of their life. First 1.5 periods. I'm smart enough to know that I'm not smart enough to build all this other stuff. My job's to build this other. Walt Disney did not build Disneyland. Walt Disney built a team with his brother Roy who built Disneyland. Steve Jobs did not build the iPhone. Steve Jobs and his team built the iPhone. His team built a company that built the iPhone. That's why after these guys have passed on, the thing continues to go. This foundation is going to outlive me. Thank God, hopefully I'm around a long time to watch it. It's going to be because you guys are making it happen. So congratulations to every one of you guys that watched the first video. You're on your way. That's what you got to do to get started. I want to celebrate you. You're making this happen. You're going to learn, earn, and return. What is our ultimate purpose? What is our ultimate purpose of the foundation? Our ultimate purpose is to help you, your family, and friends to have a better life. That's it. We want you to have a better life. I've been all over the world. I've been to 50 countries. I've been around the world this way. I've been around the world that way. And I've been around the world this way. I've traveled all over the world. There's nothing that's on my bucket list that I really, really want to see. Well, on my bucket list is to help my kids get done what's on their bucket list. And number 2 is to get this foundation really cranking. That's where I need your help. The only way that we can truly help someone is by teaching them how to learn, earn, and return. Learn and return. Learn, earn, and return. And it's just not money. It's success principles. It's systems. It's strategies. It's helping them have a better life. And the one thing I know for sure, the 99.99999% of parents want their children to have a better life. We want your children to have a better. My parents wanted us kids to have a better life than they had. My grandparents wanted their kids and us grandkids to have a better life than they had. Some of you got some crappy cards. Some of you got dealt some crappy cards. Well, guess what? We're going to fix it. The game of life is a big game, and we can fix it. You can take your cards that you've been dealt, and by learning, earning, and returning, by going out in the marketplace, by doing things, you get to discard the crappy cards and get new cards. You can do it. You don't have to live with the cards you've been dealt. You can change them. You can discard the crappy ones and get new ones. You just got to learn how to win. When I play games with my grandkids, guess what? They kick my trash because they've learned the system. They learned the strategy. I got some 11-year-old twins. They have this own little language with them, and they win and beat all the adults. Why? Because they know the systems and they know the strategies and the secrets to playing that game. Well, guess what? Life's a game and games are fun. Money's a game and games are fun. The stock market's a game and games are fun. Real estate's a game and games are fun. Finance is a game and games are fun. Success is a game and games are fun. So let's go have some fun. Go have some fun with this. We're not curing cancer. We're improving people's lives. That's why we're here. Make a difference. Make it happen. Remember that every life is precious.